the whole point of this is to kind of get you guys out of your comfort shell.
So what you'll learn today is basically how the home buying process works with the rent.
Because we want to talk about the FHA 203K loan. I'm going to explain from beginning to end.
I'm just here to give you first-hand experience of what the process was like.
Tonight is our Maui Meetup that we're having. Usually we have them monthly, and it's exciting because we're going to have a loan officer talk about a FHA 203K loan. So that's where you can live in the property, get a very low interest rate, and also get the financing to fix it up. Because a lot of people think, oh, I don't have the money to do the renovations, or I have to be an investor to start investing. But you can use your first or your own property to start investing in it. So we are going to have a couple realtors, lenders, and title officers there as well to do presentations. And the main thing is it's all about education and networking. When you put yourself out there and attend in-person meetups like this, you get to build rapport with the people that are not only at the event, but also the speakers who have a broad range of experience, and you never know when you could use them as well. So come along, let's hop in the truck and get going. And this is a reminder to like and subscribe so we can put out more content that you guys like. We usually do these monthly and try to get out as much educational videos and kind of behind the scenes of what it's like to invest in real estate right here in Hawaii. So if you like what you see, make sure that you stay tuned to our future events and meetups and come meet us in person. Reach out, go to huimastermind.com or comment below if you want to see any other educational videos. Just got to the Keller Williams office in Kahului. This is where the meetup's going to be. They have it set up for about like 30 people, so we'll see how many people actually show up. There was over 30 people that registered, but I'm excited for tonight's turnout and to see some new faces. You guys got each other's information as well. Take pictures with each other too after we're gonna have a little socializing after the presentations, but the whole point of this is to kind of get you guys out of your comfort shell. Thanks for coming. I know for a lot of people, even if you're not an intentional investor, if you're a first-time home buyer, or just looking to purchase anything in Maui, and you look, on the MLS and see, man, even fixer-uppers are like $1 million. This is a loan product that not many people know about that you can utilize to buy fixer-uppers with bank financing and get the renovation loans you need in order to fix it up and live in it.
Prices are getting more and more expensive right here in Hawaii, so there's no better way to learn real estate through coaches that are active right here in Hawaii.
So come join us today. We're excited to have you start your journey and be there to support you. Mahalo for coming, everybody. The topic of this meetup is finance it and fix it using a FHA 203K loan. So what brought about this meetup was I've been working very closely with Celeste. And there's a lot of realtors in here, a lot of investors, and I just want to that I've worked with before on other projects as well. And the whole reason why we like to do meetups like this is showing how everybody can work together. Because a lot of people get the impression like there's realtors and there's investors and it's kind of like a clash. But when you can find ways that you can work together and it's mutually beneficial, everybody can kind of make money or network or refer people and still, come out on top because everybody gets more business. So that's what we like to do here is it's collaboration over strict competition. Everybody is probably has some kind of entrepreneurial mindset or other businesses as well. But for this meetup, I'm just so grateful to have passion into integrity and morals, and that's why we all connected and wanted to put this together for you guys. So with that, I wanted to introduce Celeste.
A little bit about me. I got into real estate, kind of always wanted to do it, but one of my employers said, "You're promoted to customer." And I said, "Okay, fine."
I've been working for the past couple years. She's been a great resource for me. And also Sam and a few other people in this room.
I'm Sam, thanks so much for coming. I was born on Oahu, raised here in Maui from when I was 8, and I'm just fortunate to stay here.
Keisha Kawakami, born and raised here on the island of Maui. Graduated from Maui High as well, but I will not tell you the year because it's way not close.
I'll introduce Amanda.
Happy Aloha Friday, everyone. I'm Amanda with Older Public Title. I'm from Upcountry. I graduated from King K.
These kind of people around us, and not every realtor, lender, title or escrow officer is the same, but I feel like all these ladies here, give it up, shout out to the women.
Because we want to talk about the FHA 203K loan.
So what you'll learn today is basically how the home buying process works with the rentals on the 203K, how to finance it on the 203K, and maximize your investment strategies.
And I know that you are a group of investors. You guys are very familiar with finance. Well, maybe your sort of finance, because I do understand that investing likes to take advantage of hard money. And hard money definitely has its place and has tremendous advantages. But what I'm trying to help you with today is to show you a little bit about what conventional financing can do for you. Because as you know, in these tumultuous times, just like everything, one constant is change, right? And at some point, hard money may not be so easy to get. Now, let's talk about the subject that everybody wants to know, the 203K loan. I'm actually going to share with you a couple of different rental loans. Because the 203K is only one rental loan out there, and that is offered through the Federal Housing Administration, of course, FHA. Basically how it works is it allows you to acquire the property and finance the rehabilitation cost up to a certain point, okay? There's two different types of 203K loans. One, which is the limited, you see it on the side, which will cover you up to cost of $75,000. Now, $75,000 with non-structural renovations needed. So we're talking about relatively cosmetic things.
Keisha, I mean, even for me being an experienced investor who's done a lot of different types of projects, this is still something that I haven't done and still something new to me. So I felt it was very important for everyone to know about it. And like she mentioned, secrets no can, right? Like lenders and anybody in business that's working with you, they can only help you as much as you tell them. And that's huge. And I noticed that some of the things she said that I wanted to really just point out is that she's really hands-on. She says, okay, well, let me know when you have these inspections, let me know when you have these walkthroughs. There's a lot of lenders that are very hands-off, are not locally here, that can lend to you. But I think it's really important to have those lenders that understand what different types of loan products and can get creative. Like that's the whole reason why I started investing. I don't have my real estate license and I'm not a loan officer, but I can tell you what has made the biggest difference in having me scale and be able to build my wealth is because I was able to get creative, like utilizing different loans like this, DSCR loans, and other ones that I didn't even know about it. I thought you always had to go to the bank and you qualify or not. But she is just showing you that there are so many different types of loans that you can get. And everybody's financial situation is different. So you definitely need to have all your docs in order.
Was why work with a realtor? I know like you don't necessarily have to when you're an investor. However, we can help you find properties which are here. I have a Celeste and I have looked at a couple of properties that we think might qualify for this. So you can look at it after. We'll negotiate the best deal with, you know, the seller's agent, like I did personally for our deal. And we're gonna help you connect with contractors just because it's gonna take a lot of work. Like it's like who you know, your cousins, friends, all this, because you gotta HUI up, like. And then like my husband said, like the long-term returns is like fully worth it, even though it really is like you have to have a lot of patience for this loan. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So the standard is the more aggressive of them, and that's the one that probably most people are most familiar with. It is literally going and taking a house all the way down to the foundation. Okay? One thing that you cannot change is the foundation. Okay? You can add on to the foundation, but you cannot change the existing footprint. That is one of the rules of FHA. So you have a house and it's this. Some people ask me, well, it's a Kahului house and it's on Post and Pier, let's say, yeah, 1,500 square feet. Now what, right? You could add on to it. You could add on to that. You could go vertical if you wanted to. You could take it off the Post and Pier, put a cement foundation so that you could build up into a second story even if you wanted to. But you have to keep the original footprint.
And I'm a small business owner as well. My husband owns his own business. But it wasn't until we realized that if you wanted to get the lowest amount of interest, you usually have to go through a conventional bank to maybe, you can use like private money, hard money, you can use loans like this as well. But you still gotta be able to refinance in the end and qualify. So what does that mean? They want your past 2 years of tax returns. Like our business, we wrote off everything. We showed we made nothing. Did that help us get the low interest loans? No, it didn't. But it wasn't until we talked to someone who knew what our goals were and what we were trying to do for the future and buy multiple properties. They're like, well, you gotta show income, you gotta pay tax now, but what is, $10,000, $20,000 paid in tax versus qualifying for a $2 million loan to buy a $2 million property, to add that to your equity, to add that to your ability to buy multiple homes. Like that's why you want to deal with people who know what your vision is, what your goals are, and who have done it before.
This from a book perspective, but then get someone's actual a consumer's perspective of going through it. So he's gonna explain from beginning to end.
So I'm just here to give you first-hand experience of what the process was like, pros, cons, what you can expect. So my name is Kealoha, Samantha's husband. So long story short, there are a couple cash offers, a couple contractors that wanted to go. So
I believe there were 12 offers.
yeah, there are 12 offers. We offered 50 grand more, 325,000 to make sure, with financing, to make sure that we could secure it. So our offer was accepted. Okay. We partnered up with a lender, and in the beginning we were going conventional. So we were getting roadblocks, and then she introduced this loan product, the 203. Great thing about it was that you could have all those renovation costs and the cost of the house in one package. That was a great thing. So that was a plus, which minimized a lot of stress for us. Low down payment, we didn't come up much out of pocket, and we could share that cost up to 4 of us. So it was me, Sam, my mom.
Your dad.
Oh, sorry, not my mom.
Your
My
dad and sister.
And my sister. So there was 4 of us. So we utilized that amount of people just to qualify for a house. So this is what it looked like. 325 we offered. The renovation budget was 168,000 with a contingency of 442,000 in case anything, we met snags on the way. We could dip into that. The cons with it, which I wouldn't say is much cons, it's just be prepared for it. With the regulation that comes with it, and because it's heavily regulated, if you're gonna use this product, there's a lot of legwork that comes with it, and it can be stressful and a nightmare. Yeah. My dad was like, "Why can't we go owner builder?" I was like, "Dad, no, you cannot. Like, son, we can fix this for half the price of this." No, Dad, you're 60-something years old. The whole point is for you not to do work. You like to do work. So I was like, "No, we gotta go with a general contractor." So you gotta keep your ducks in line. So documentation, throughout the whole process, they give you a stack of paper that big of just packets. The contractor has to read, you have to read, and a checklist, so that they look up everything about your contract. They look if they're properly licensed, their license is in good standing. Yeah, they look up everything.
So like I mentioned, there are so many resources resources, especially in this room. I see a lot of people that have started investing or own multiple homes, are looking to start. We have a few of our students, PJ, Sky, Keola, Abner, Peter, who have already invested in their education to start investing right here in Maui. So those are people that you want to connect with. There's also experienced investors, Joyce and her husband, Christian, who we've always highlight because his story is so close to me because his sister is like one of my good friends too. But their whole mission too is to help their family, you know, buy multiple homes, move almost every year, buy a new home, but their whole entire family moves with them. So that's how they're able to qualify for the loan and be able to buy multiple houses where their family can live. And we can do it all together when we all HUI up and we make it happen. And so doing creative loans like this, like 203K loans, working together with your family members to qualify, like those are all different ways that are not maybe ideal to be able to stay in Hawaii, but are definitely ways that you can get a little bit more creative and buy your own home, stay in Hawaii, and that's what we're all about. So they have their information here, or this is one, I think in the back table on the side. We have our HUI Mastermind, which we teach people how to start investing right here locally in Hawaii. This is only open to people who live here or are from here and moved away, like a lot of our Vegas family. And so we just teach people creative ways like this. Well, not this is a conventional loan, but creative seller financing subject to how to do new builds, like she mentioned on the big, or you mentioned on the Big Island, and be able to stay here because that's what we want you guys to have and believe in yourself. Like our local people can stay in Hawaii. We can do this. We can keep our kids, we can keep our grandkids here. And I know a lot of people that start learning these strategies think, okay, maybe it might not work for me, but it might work for my brother or my kids or my grandkids. So it's very important that you guys start educating yourself, and that's why we're here and doing this, and we appreciate you guys being here tonight. So with that, I'll let you guys close it out.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, you guys. We love to celebrate wins with you. Another thing that we do is we provide title insurance. Title insurance is super important. It's going to keep your property secured. I don't know if you've heard about some of the vacant land fraud that has been going around. Some people are claiming that they own the land, and a lot of times what we try to do is catch it before it even gets into escrow. We have safeguards that we have in place, so always staying in contact with your resources is very important. And we have very friendly escrow officers. Like, there is no stupid questions. Please ask the questions, because having that transparency can save you a lot of time. There might be something you're not sure about, and we can guide you in the right direction or point you in the right direction. So we have, we're on every island as well. And if you're here on Maui and you want to buy something on the Big Island, our escrow officers here can help you. We have escrow officers there that can help you. So we are really dedicated to trying to help local people and keep everybody on Maui. One of the things is the 1031 exchange. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
I think, like you had mentioned, there is so many benefits when you work together and so many more options, and you guys just being here today is just showing that you are open to listening, you guys are open to thinking differently, and that's exactly what we need our local community to start doing. And it's on you now that you know this information to talk to your friends and family and tell them, hey, there are other ways where you can stay here, because I think that's the biggest drive that we all have is we want to see more of our community members being open and not, oh God, I gotta move to Vegas. I'm like, no, you don't have to, but you have to, get the creative route. You might have to get a 203K loan where you're gonna have all these inspections. There's gonna be so many more documents required, even though there's so many already required of you. But if you just hold steady and push through, you can build a life here for you and your family and generations to come. So I think that's the underlying message that we want to give you guys today. And like she mentioned, we work close, even as investors, we work closely with realtors. Like, there's no one way to do things. I think you always keep multiple options open. And when you are working with people that align with what your goals are and who actually care about the community, it makes a huge difference. And like I mentioned before with Keisha, just being here hands-on for you to even, okay, let me know when the inspection is going to be. I can be there for you. I can let you know what you should or shouldn't do. I can talk to your CPA, I can talk to your bookkeeper to see, you know, what's specific to your situation. You may have to provide a lot of documentation, but that's only going to help you in the end. So I think that is key. And we've had so many success stories of people locally that just got outside the box and are around like-minded people that are here tonight that are just like you, right? I just got home from our Maui meetup called Finance It, Then Fix It, and that was how to utilize a 203K loan. So a lot of people don't know this, especially real estate investors, is that you can purchase a fixer-upper using conventional loans. So that means through a bank or a hard money lender that can give you actually favorable terms if you're going to live in it. And so we've had a few people on Maui actually use those loans, including Samantha, who is a realtor who helped put this meetup together. And it just goes to show the power of teaming up with investors, realtors, title officers, and other people in the real estate space, because you never know what value you can add. And the highlight of the night was Keisha, who's a mortgage lender who actually does those loans. So if you're looking to get started into real estate investing, but you don't want to necessarily make it a business, or you want to get started slowly, you can utilize your own property in order to start investing. And a lot of people don't realize that. So she also talked about how to get the highest loan amount is to purchase something, even if it's a fixer-upper, something with a house and a cottage. And what you can do using the 203K loan is to also finance the rehab. So you don't have to worry about rehab costs. And there is an extra added bonus of you adding the first year of monthly payments to the loan, so you don't have to worry about coming out of pocket every month as well. So these are just some of the special terms involved in that type of loan and what we like to bring to the community, because a lot of people don't know these creative ways to get started in investing and think, oh, I have to have a rich family. I have to come from a lot of money in order to buy multiple homes, in order to buy fixer-upper properties. I have to come in all cash, and that's simply not true. So being a local here myself, I love to share strategies that we're using as investors, but also for first-time home buyers, how they can get creative if they are open to different types of loans. And we have a great, amazing team and network that can work with you if that's you as well. So I think one of the biggest takeaways I got from tonight was Celeste had said,
I'm a realtor broker here. Majority of my clients are first-time home buyers. I work with investors and sellers. But my passion, because of where I've come from, is like helping people stay here. And my whole model too is like, if you wanna stay, there's a way.
And so I just want to thank from the bottom of my heart all the speakers that were there tonight, all the people that made time out of their day to attend. And another takeaway that I got from the actual attendees was that they had no idea it was even possible. A lot of them had been working, living paycheck to paycheck, maybe looked on Zillow, seen the price of homes and thought, man, I can never buy here. But because they came to the meetup and actually met people that could help them purchase these properties or could help them find properties that they could then purchase using these special types of loans, they gained the confidence to take the next steps, to talk to a lender, to get all the documents together, to make their contacts with the realtors, to find these deals and have hope that they can stay here. So I think, you guys watching these videos too, please like and subscribe, because we do put a lot of effort into these videos and want to share more and more. And if you guys are participating, liking, commenting, subscribing, we greatly appreciate that support to let us know, hey, what we're sharing is good information and to keep going. So with that, good night. I'll catch you on the next one.